talking to Mr. Chandri Gunawardhana, the Director General of the Insurance Board of Sri Lanka, about the IBSL.
Way back in 2001, that's about our 10th year in service right now.
Now, really, what were the reasons behind, or what necessitated the formation of an organization like this?
Well, I think at the time there was a need to establish a statutory regulator. And in 2001, the Insurance Board of Sri Lanka was established under the Regulation of Insurance Industry Act, under the purview of the Ministry of Finance. That need was met by the board. Actually, we are independent, although we fall within the purview of the Ministry of Finance and Planning.
So you answerable to Ministry of Finance and Planning.
Precisely. We also have a governing board, comprises of 3 ex officio members. That is the Deputy Secretary to the Treasury, the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank, and the Registrar of Companies.
Right.
And there are also 4 members appointed by the Honourable Minister of Finance and Planning, of whom one is appointed the chairperson.
You sort of overlook not only the insurance companies but also the brokering firms.
Absolutely, the entire insurance industry itself.
Industry. Okay.
Correct.
That I didn't know that. How do you view this competition?
I think it's very healthy. As people who have been following this industry would know, we moved from an initial 5 companies probably 2 decades ago, to 10 insurance companies when IBSL was formed, and now we have 22 insurance companies registered with IBSL. It's healthy in the sense that it makes sure that the insurance companies provides a better deal to the consumers, and they have to ensure that they are innovative. So I think they can grow the market size, which is a lot of potential in Sri Lanka.
I mean, if any more companies to come into this industry, you think that they are quite welcome?
They are most welcome. It is again the matter of how the industry operates rather than the number of companies at the moment, because there is a lot of a lot of opportunity. We're looking at the IBSL awareness being increased, as well as the awareness of insurance itself.
So you will be going to not only the rural areas but even to the most remote areas. You are hoping to carry out this awareness campaign.
Well, we hope the message to get to the most rural areas by educating the grassroots leaders and how they can educate and pass that message down the line in the rural areas. Been very, very positive. Very positive. And in fact, we have been asked to publish some posters that they can put up in their offices, which we are also publishing along with our awareness program. There is a book that has been published a couple of years ago in the Sinhala language, and there is a process at the moment to put it into all 3 languages, update the book, and bring it up to all 3 languages.
Chandri, very important question. Most of our viewers would like to know the answer to this. If a policyholder has any grievances, say regarding non-payment of a policy claim for some reason or the other, can he seek your assistance?
Absolutely, they can. That is the reason why we established a special division at the IBSL, which we call the Investigation Division. And we certainly do entertain several such complaints every month. I think currently it lies at 30 per month. And it's a very simple procedure. You just need to write into the Insurance Board of Sri Lanka. We are at the World Trade Center. The address is there on the website as well. And we do give a very quick inquiry to the complainant. We invite the complainant over to the office and we have an interview with the complainant. And thereafter, after investigation, if there is a requirement, we do also have the investigation with the insurance company and inquire as to why there is such a complaint. The complaints are varied, actually.
Just as a matter of interest, what are the most common complaints that you get?
Well, I would say one of the most common ones would be about the non-payment of a claim. But that would actually arise from what we in jest we call the 3 M's, and that is the mis-selling, the misappropriation, and the misrepresentation.
Okay.
So these 3 issues give rise eventually to a claim being rejected by an insurance company, and then the complainant writes into the board for redress.
So how are the investigations conducted? Do you call the parties concerned and have a face-to-face meeting, or how do you do it?
Initially, the matter would be investigated from the documents submitted, and thereafter they would be invited to the IBSL, and there would be an inquiry, an interview, but only with the complainant, because we must recognize the fact that this could go into a court of law. So we do not invite both parties together.
Okay.
So it's not a mediation, because since there is a legally valid claim, we do hear the side of the claimant, and then we would also hear separately the insurance company, and then the board is vested with the authority to make an order regarding the matter.
Right. So if you couldn't make an amicable agreement to sort it out, you will have to go to courts.
What we would say is to the claimant that we are unable to proceed with the inquiry further, and they are always at liberty to go to court.
Tell me, how has the insurance industry performed this year, now that we are almost into the end of the year?
Well, I would do a comparison with last year, since we have the figures for last year, which are firmed up figures. And I would say 2011 was a very good year for the insurance industry in comparison to another good year, 2010. We saw the industry growing overall by over 18%, and that is the gross written premium, which totaled 78 billion rupees. And the total assets of the insurance companies last year totaled to about 265 billion rupees.
Really?
And that's last year. Half yearly results for 2012, we see another 13% growth by 30th June 2012. Overall gross written premium at around 43 billion rupees, and the total assets have grown up to 280 billion rupees. So the industry is doing remarkably well.
Yeah. I don't know whether you have the statistics, but what percentage of the people in this country make use of the facilities available in regard to insurance?
It's a very interesting question, because those figures given were in respect of less than 10% of the populace of the country.
Really?
So who have any form of insurance, and if you look at the penetration with regard to GDP, you would find it's about 1.2 is the factor. So there is a lot of potential in this market.
Okay, the lack of interest in getting insurance, I personally think that it could be due to lack of knowledge about the importance of getting the insurance.
Absolutely right. It is, I would say, twofold. One is the lack of awareness of the importance of insurance as a safety net, as a social security feature. And the second would be, I would say to some extent, the lack of trust which people have in insurance.
Chandri, what are the main challenges faced by the Insurance Board of Sri Lanka and the insurance industry?
Well, the insurance industry would need to recognize the fact that they need to grow the market. That the size of the pie has to be increased, rather than compete endlessly in a red ocean. So I think you would find more innovative products coming into the market. The challenge would be for these insurance companies to expand their portfolio, to provide products that the public really needs. I would say, for example, pension products, medical insurance. There are various products that could be introduced in a wider scale. As far as the Insurance Board of Sri Lanka is concerned, the challenges would be, of course, we have a very small staff of 39 managing such a large market, 50 plus brokers, 22 insurance companies, and so many insurance agents, over 30,000, I believe. And it's not going to be an easy task to do all the on-site and off-site supervisions, etc. But we manage. And also, of course, the expertise in actuarial science, which is not a problem only for the IBSL, but it's also a problem for Sri Lanka as a whole. Homegrown actuarial talent.
Right.
Is a challenge.
So you're doing a tremendous job with such a small staff. Finally, what are your expectations of the insurance industry in Sri Lanka? What would you like to see?
Well, I think I would like to see insurance business continue to be conducted with integrity, and for there to be utmost professionalism done in a prudent manner. In addition to that, I would like to see some innovation in moving away from the safety net, from their comfort zone, and having some products that the public really do need, as I mentioned before, regarding pensions and health insurance. I think that would sum up what are my expectations of the industry are, because they've done a remarkable job in the last couple of years.
Right. Chandri, we very much appreciate the excellent work, splendid job that you all are doing in regard to the insurance industry in Sri Lanka. Keep up the good work, and let me take this opportunity to wish your organization all the very best. Thank you for joining me in this discussion. It was lovely having you.
Thank you, Daya. Thank you for inviting me.
With that, we conclude Rupees and Cents tonight, and we'll be back again 2 weeks from today at 10 p.m. here on ITN. Do join us then. Good night.